I'd like to welcome everyone here in Pea Ridge at the Palace. I tell you what, it's a beautiful facility where we have varsity action tonight. The Lady Eagles versus the Lady Blackhawks. Extremely important game for your Lady Eagles. Right now, us and Prairie Grove with that loss last week keeps us tied at 4th. The winner of this one gets a really good hold on that 4th place. If we lose, we have to wonder, David, about what Prairie Grove does to see if we slide to 5.
Right, we're still in a spot where we can somewhat control our destiny if we win games and take care of business, and we're off to a good start here with 4 points already. McCartney scored, and I believe the other one was scored by Maggie Ritchie, if I'm not mistaken, as we get underway here.
Boy, great job by Ritchie. Speaking of her, on the rebound right there. Stifling defense. Tonight's keys to victory for your Lady Eagles. Handle the pressure, hit the shots. Those are going to be keys tonight, because when we look at how we played them at home, we saw, I believe Ritchie had 11, and if I can remember just correctly, it is Emmett with 26.
But she had a big night that night, shot the ball well, and we're like I said, we're off to a good start with McCartney drawing the foul there. Doing a good job of attacking the basket down low. It looks like that's something that Coach McCone has really stressed to come into this game, is to attack the bucket, and that's what they've done, and we're off to a good start. McCartney misses the first free throw.
Second one is good. Now, the keys for, as I was watching the JV game earlier, what we're going to see from the Lady Blackhawks is they're going to try to penetrate, get us in foul trouble, really, really try to get extremely physical. There's Ritchie on the shot, no good. Hope Conkler.
Pete Ridge gets the ball down. Number 24 takes the shot. Maggie Ritchie, again, there on defense, has done a great job to start the game and is playing well. Something the Lady Eagles have done coming down is we have really pushed the tempo, really getting out quick shots. This is probably the longest possession we've had so far, and there goes the shot up by Callie Bollinger, just goes off the front of the rim.
Oh, I appreciate you, Coach. I'm telling you, I haven't coughed all day, and then all of a sudden get here and get choked up. I guess just the atmosphere gets me all geeked up and excited. Boy, that was really good defense there by Ritchie. They're going to call it for the foul with the body. Going to the line is going to be number 24, McKenna Ward. Let's give you the starting lineups really quick for the Lady Blackhawks. I know you've got your score cards at home. Number 24, McKenna Ward. Number 21, Brooklyn Wynn. Number 15, Jaslyn Dixon. Number 11, Mackenzie Stites. And number 4, Hope Conkler. Well, I tell you what, 1 for 2 keeps us in the game, keeps that 4-point lead. Boy, Brooklyn, great, strong move to the basket. Hoop. Man, go ahead.
She's been really aggressive to start the game. She's a left-handed naturally, so she catches that ball on the left wing at the free throw line extended and has done a really good job of attacking the goal, either making a shot or getting herself to the free throw line where she knocks down the first one, making it 6-1 for the Lady Eagles. Second shot's up and good, 7-1. Really strong start for McCartney, and looks like the Lady Eagles have really come out tonight on a really good pace and doing really good offense compared to the struggles we had earlier this week at Prairie Grove.
Boy, Prairie Grove, we just did not get the ball in the hole like we normally do. Great block out there. That's a team block out award.
Every girl had their girl blocked out, and the ball just landed in the middle. It was surrounded.
Emmett for 3, no good. Rebound number 24, that's going to be Ward.
P. Ridge with the ball. We have Emmett with the steal. She's going to bring the ball up the court, slow it up a little bit, get it over to Bollinger. Lady Eagles setting up, and again, well, Emmett thought about it, then took a step closer, knocks down the three. Boy, if you leave her open like that, she's going to knock it down most of the time. And, you know, she did a really smart thing. She was about 2 foot behind the line, saw where she was at, took a dribble, stepped up to the line, and knocked down the shot.
Boy, her range is unbelievable, Coach. I mean, right now, 10-1. Coach McCone is overly excited and ecstatic about this 10-1 come out because he really stressed defense, pressure, hit the shots.
Right, and they're really doing that tonight. It's good to see after, like I said, you know, they didn't play bad at Prairie Grove the other night. We just didn't get shots to fall. We just had a lot of open shots that would hit the rim, bounce around, and come off. And to get off to a hot start like this, 10 points, we haven't even played 4 minutes yet, so it's a great start offensively. And we've only given up 1 point on a free throw. So we're off to a really good start. Need to see this continue, and let's see if we can build this lead.
I'm telling you. I do apologize for coughing right there. Then my nose starts running. I'm telling you what,
the struggle's real tonight.
Oh, man. No problem all day. Get here. No problem even while I'm here all afternoon, and then boom.
I'm starting to understand what you meant when you told me you were going to leave me hanging earlier just a little bit. I can see it now.
Oh, that's right. Four minutes. 10-1 lead, your Lady Eagles. On the floor for your Lady Eagles, number 21, Brooklyn McCartney. Right there playing a really strong, aggressive defense, number 20, Maggie Ritchie, number 32, Julie Emmett, number 3. Down at the block is Maggie Foster, and, of course, number 22, Callie Bollinger. Big shot by Bollinger. Good-looking shot. Just a little long. It's going to be held ball. Ball will go to the Lady Blackhawks.
Yeah, Maggie Ritchie again. Her and number 24, that's McKenna Ward. Defensively for the Lady Eagles, it looks like it's going to be a showdown between them all night. P. Ridge is trying to get the ball to Ward. Maggie's playing her tough defensively. It's going to be fun watching them match up all night tonight.
Number 4 in the corner, Hope Conkler, no good. Foster.
Well, Maggie did a good job of getting that rebound and getting the ball up the court quick. She has improved so much since last year and has worked really hard, and it's good to see her having some success.
Still plenty of time, but Coach McCone is going to take a 30-second timeout. And, you know, that time you could see that we were discombobulated a little bit. We didn't have that normal flow, and the next thing you know, Coach, you also know anytime you're starting your offense from half court, you're a little bit off somewhere.
Sure, yeah. And Maggie did get the ball up the court really quick then. She had a lot of trailers on her that got to her. And when she turned to try to throw the ball, she had hands in her face. And it just, like you said, got things a little out of sync there. So Coach did a great job by calling a timeout. We have 17 seconds on the shot clock to set up the play here and get us a good look.
Three minutes. 10-1, still your score. Boy, Ritchie on the take. Brooklyn, little floater, contested, no good. Number 13 is checked into the ball game for P. Ridge. That's Anna Price. Oh, they're going to call a body.
They caught us on a switch there. Ritchie switched off of Ward and got caught a little bit with a little bit of speed there. Got a little quickness, got around her, bumped her with the body.
Number 21, Brooklyn Wynn, checks back into the ball game. Also checking in will be your Lady Eagle, number 14, Alex Pillow.
That was Ritchie's second foul. So now that matchup we talked about with Ward and Ritchie, well, now with 2 fouls still in the first quarter. Now Pillow's going to have to pick up some of that defensive slack now.
And she's more than capable. I tell you, one thing I love about watching Pillow play is she holds her ground well.
She does. She works hard and does a good job. Just plays the game smart.
Fouls on number 21, Brooklyn McCartney, her first, team's third. Seems like the referees wanted to even up the fouls a little bit. Now we're in the deficit. We've got 3 to their 2.
And there's 4.
That foul's going to be on number 3, Maggie Foster.
Hard on that one and just ended up bumping in the wrong spot at the wrong time. Well, P. Ridge almost throws it away there, but we're able to recover.
With the fouls, they had an opportunity to reset the shot clock. So that's why, if you were wondering, shouldn't they be pretty close to a violation? And there we see that battle. We see that battle right there. Now that time is going to be called on number 24. Of all the times, that's only her first.
Boy, Alex did a good job drawing that foul by being in good position on that rebound. Again, our girls have done a great job blocking out and getting their bodies in the right position, and that drew that foul there.
And here's that pressure that Coach was really talking about, how they had to be able to handle extremely well. And great job getting it down the floor. Julie for 3, no good.
Well, I remember from my playing days, my coaching days, the easiest way to beat a press is to pass the ball and get it in the middle, and that's exactly what the Lady Eagles did there. It's a little three-quarter court press, looks like, and had a good job flashing up above the high post or above the three-point line, got it there, and then it opens up the lane. So good job there, breaking that press.
At the line to shoot. To shoot one more is the Lady Blackhawk, number 44. Get you her name in just 1 second. That's Blades. Blades.
Good pass there, even better pass. Great job there by the Lady Eagles. Brooklyn found Bollinger at the high post, and Bollinger took a step into the lane, dropped it off to Pillow for the bucket. Great offensive execution there.
While ago, the foul was on your Lady Eagle, number 22, Callie Bollinger, her first. They are in the bonus. We have reached our number 5. Boy, quick cut by number 11, Mackenzie Stites. No good, and here come the Lady Eagles. No, you're exactly right on the press, Coach. And we'll see it here in just a little bit. A lot of teams try to outrun the press, just get it before they could set up. It was the exact opposite. I like seeing where the defense was at, because then you can find the slivers.
Well, my old coach used to tell me, and my mentor, he would say, I don't care who it is, he can't run faster than that ball's being passed. So if we throw that ball, he can't catch it and get to it if we take care of it and do it right.
Well, that's going to do it at the end of one. 12-1. Lady Eagles on top. We'll be back.
Go ahead.
Start of the second quarter, Lady Eagles with the basketball. On the court at this moment. Foster with the ball. McCartney at the high post. On the bottom of your screen, you're going to see Bollinger. There's McCartney for three, just off the mark. Pillow down low along with Emmett. You just kind of have to smile at that one as a shooter because you're like, I don't know how that was that far off.
It's one of those things, we're somewhat used to this because our arena has these similar style goals, but when you have the freestanding goals in a building like this with the bleachers, and that's Ward on a basket there for Pea Ridge, but the baskets in the stadium is so vertical.
Yes.
The bleachers and the seats in the stadium go up almost like an upper deck in a pro stadium. And so your distance factor can be affected on those shots, and you have to adjust a little bit to it. And I think that probably had a little bit to do with that. It's just an adjustment to how the background looks.
Well, and you're exactly right. And these are not really shooters' gyms. But going back to it, I tell you, a lot of times when you come out there and you're like, hey, that shot went a little off, you just kind of laugh and say, I'll get the next one, coach.
Sure, absolutely, yeah. That's the best player in the world missed shots, and you just got to make the next one. That's all it is.
Ward, we've learned what they have talked about from the first time out until now. Give the ball to Ward, everybody get out of her way.
Better get to work.
And I'm going to be honest, they're going to bail her out like that. There's nothing we can do.
Not much, yeah, not much. Pillow was in pretty good defensive position there and had fought her all the way into the lane. Maybe brought her hand down a little bit on the shot, but Ward did a good job to make it, knocks the free throw down.
And as we talked about at Prairie Grove, for us, free throws can get you right back in it.
Absolutely. Anytime you can score with the clock stopped, it's a bonus.
You can see that they have switched in their press off or press defense at time. Instead of going a two front, they went back to a diamond front. Great job by Foster tracking the ball down. Quick pass. There's McCarthy. This is her shot. I'll say this. Fair's due right there. Great call by the official. Yeah. They're calling it tight down low, Coach.
Oh, absolutely. And Ward came over and stepped underneath McCartney on the drive there, drew the contact and got the foul. But that's just Brooklyn's doing what she's done all game. She's a left-handed drive on that baseline and attacking the rim. That's 2 fouls now on Ward, so that's pretty big right now.
It's huge, and the lead coach is deciding we're going to keep her in the game. Brooklyn at the line. She missed both of hers this time. About to check in is going to be Kristen Miller.
Now to watch the matchup, we've switched off, taking Pillow off of Ward, and now Brooklyn's guarding her.
Coach McCone down there dancing because through all those switches, they were looking back for their next player, and they left the shooter wide open.
We lost one, yeah.
And hey, when a ball is moved that quick, when you're trying to either play a matchup or you're switching a lot and the ball's moved, it is easy to get lost, Coach.
Lost really quick. That's one of the best ways to run an offense is quick ball movement. Make the defense move, and eventually you're going to catch them in a mistake, and that's what happened to us there.
Also checked in is Emmeline Henry. Now looks like Emmeline is now matched up with Ward. Basket is good by number 11, Stites. 12-8.
Well, right now, everything that we did well in that first quarter, we kind of reverted back. We've had a couple errant passes here. They've scored some points, and the little adjustments they've made defensively seem to have us in a lull right now. It'd be really good to see the girls just refocus, know what you're doing, know what's working that first quarter, and just go right back to it.
And the defense, in turn, has switched their defense. Instead of kind of staying back, they have started attacking those corners, and that's what's caused for us, those errant passes back out front.
Right, a lot more pressure that's making us throw the ball out towards the half-court line rather than the basket. And our whole offense that first quarter was attacking, getting to the hole, and now we're kind of going the opposite way.
Emmeline Henry picks up her first. And you know, as a coach, that's what you're going to have to do. You're just going to have to constantly just put bodies on Ward.
Sure.
You're either going to make her tired, you're going to foul her out.
You're right. You know, they've done a good job of that. You see Emmeline right now is bodying her up enough that the referee stopped before the ball even came in. But, hey, that's aggressive. I guarantee you Coach McCone loves that.
Oh, absolutely. Ward. Looks like the ball was last touched by Lady Eagle. We are now in a little, well, we're about in a 3.5-minute scoring deficit at this moment. We're needing a big basket. You're going to see a curl route run. Tipped. Ball is tipped. Blocked by Foster. Rebounded by number 15, Dixon. 12-10.
Well, that's 2 straight times on that possession that a ball was loose on the court within arm's reach that we didn't grab. And I know that's something Coach McCone's going to harp on. We have to have that mindset that every ball is ours.
And we look right there, got the shot that you wanted. Number 11, Stites, just runs right in trying to find a little sliver of hope in there and gets bailed out. Foster played pretty good defense. I mean, she was body to body the whole way.
Right. Trying to cut her off, trying to get a stop, and good play there by Stites.
Pillow back into the ball game along with Blades. Free throw woes. A lot of times, Coach, those free throws it takes a few minutes to get your legs back underneath you from the start.
Definitely.
Foster for 3. Going on 4.5 minutes since our last score. Still up by 2. Boy, that's a great call. I'll say this about the officials. They are calling it as even as they can.
I agree, and this is a pretty good crew.
Yep, really good crew.
I expect them to do a good job. I was not expecting a 5-second call there, but it was a good call. So that when you get a good call like that you're not even really expecting, that shows you got a good crew there.
Errant pass by Henry. She was trying to throw a skip pass, got tipped. Boy, great job by Emmett. Ward. No, pardon me, not Ward. Ward's out of the ball game at this moment. Number 44, Blades, and number 15, Dixon, are taking over that battle down low. Bollinger.
Good flash by Henry.
20 seconds, a lot of time left on the clock, and this is one of those where great pass fake. We talked about that at Prairie Grove. Opened up. You know, Henry's going to have the confidence right there. Go ahead and either pull up, turn, and attack that basket.
Make yourself a threat. That's the big thing there is make yourself a threat. And, you know, the difference I'm seeing there, we're moving the ball well. The difference in what we did in the first quarter is we had cutters to the hole. And right now we're throwing around on the outside, and that might be the play design, and that's fine. But there's a difference there, and I think when we start finding those gaps, it's going to pay off for us.
Two minutes, 40 seconds. First lead of the game by P. Ridge. 3-point basket by number 4, Conkler. 3-point basket.
Needed that one. There was a lid on the basket. Julie steps up to the top of the key and knocks it down. Hopefully that'll get us going.
Absolutely.
You know, I sit here and think, and we're watching this game, and she catches the ball at the top of the key, and you hear that other coach yell, shooter, shooter. That's got to be a good feeling for her to know that the other coaches know about you, and she's put a lot of work in. That's really cool for her.
And the coaches down there are absolutely right. You hear our coaching staff realize that every time they catch the ball, the Lady Blackhawks only have one goal, get to the rim.
Yeah.
And so coaches is down there saying, cut her off, anticipate that dribble, drive. And if that's the case, you're usually on your toes getting that first step before they even have an opportunity to take it. That foul was on Pillow. That's her second. Into the ball game is going to be number 10, Miller, once again. 15-14. I can also tell you what coach.
Too ahead of ourselves there, and just stay, know what you're doing, and we're gonna be okay. Just don't get too much in a hurry there.
Ward is checked back in the game. This is where the coach for the Lady Blackhawks is saying, you know what, we need to get this lead right here. It's a big possession for them. I know Coach McCone is going to talk only two things probably whenever they get into halftime. He's going to talk about attacking that basket like you've been saying, Coach. Second thing is eliminate unforced errors.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, there's work to the hole. And I think that helps eliminate those
4 seconds on the shot clock. Great team defense.
Don't foul now. Just play D. Rebound.
Boy, great job. That's going to be Ward's third. Their coach isn't happy, but in all honesty, the refs have called it just like that all evening long.
Absolutely, and he's not happy, and if I was him, I probably wouldn't be either. But when he goes back and watches film and see the blockout job that Emmeline had done on her, he's going to know it's the right call.
Absolutely.
That's the second foul we've created just by having great blockout position.
Oh, I tell you what, go ahead and shoot that, Emmeline. Get that foul, go to the line. 17 seconds, it's about a 19-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Emmett for three. Rebound by number 15, Dixon. I'll tell you what, Blades just threw it up there with a prayer. Great job by Lady Eagles. We got 5 seconds. Emmett's going to have a shot. Giving it to Henry. Henry on the turnaround. Just off the mark. Boy, I tell you what, it looked beautiful.
It was close. It looked good from here.
It really did. I tell you what, that's going to take us to the break, and we're going to take a small one right here. We'll be back during halftime to talk a little bit about Lady Eagle basketball. 15-14, Lady Eagles up 1 going into the break. I'm Keith Cluthy here with our athletic director, Dave Preston. I tell you what, it has been an honor this week to be able to bring to you Lady Eagle and Eagle basketball on the road. And so I tell you what, Coach Preston played an integral part. He, along with Bailey, Cotton, Wesley, and of course, two more people played integral parts. Our superintendent, Mr. Law, he really, when he got we talked about it at a football game. What would it be like? And all of a sudden, that went just nuclear, and we were able to do this. And of course, Mr. Nichols was all for it as well.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a lot of people that have had a hand in this, and I appreciate what you're doing, what Zach does for us at the home games. And, this is something that's really good for our athletes. It's good for our folks who can't make it to an away game and but want to still be able to see it. And, we're excited to be able to do this. This has been something that you and I have talked about for a while. And like you said, we talked to Mr. Law, and it's really gone. Mr. Nichols and Miss Wendy Wiggins have gotten some students that are also working some games at our home arenas and getting those cameras out. And, we have one of the best arenas in the state. There's no doubt in my mind. And with all the gadgets in it and the things we can do, there's a lot of potential there. And it's exciting to get to see some of this actually start to develop and come into play for us here.
No, absolutely. And one of the things that we talked about, especially this week with the weather, the way it turned out at the first part of the week, it was so cold. And you know what? I know Coach Preston hears it, and this week I've really heard it too. Great compliments from you guys. Thank you for your great encouragement. And then, of course, it led us to actually say, hey, what would it look like if we tried to take it on the road? Because a lot of you said, hey, it's pretty cold, I'm not feeling well, but I'd like to stay in I'd like to be able to watch tonight and root on our Eagles and Lady Eagles. And so Coach Preston and I, we talked about it and said, hey, what would it look like? Let's just work out the bugs. As you know, this is it's not what would you say? It's a work in progress.
Absolutely. And, you've done a great job getting things set up. I think I'm kind of simple-minded. And this is
Your
not
wife
near
agrees.
as, yes, she does. And this is not near as easy as just setting up a camera and putting on a headset and talking. There are many little integral parts that has to make this work. You have to have the correct internet. You have to have the right programs. You have to have the right equipment. We have wires running out of here like no one would believe. And all that thing has to come together to make this work. And for the effort that everybody's put in, the help that the technology department has given us, and like I said, the work that you've done, this is just a really good thing, and it's exciting to bring it on the road and be able to make things work for a couple games now, and hopefully we're on the air right now and people are hearing us, but it's been a really good time, and I've enjoyed it, and I'm not much of a broadcaster, but I've enjoyed being up here with you the last couple of days and getting to talk and get back into coach mode a little bit and see some things, and it's been fun.
Oh, it really has. And so we were talking, we're going to go back to the drawing board because we've learned a lot of things about being on the road that we are going to try to put into practice. So we're not for sure when our next on-the-road broadcast is. It requires, as Coach Preston, as you guys are seeing right now, it requires a lot of resources. And with, cuts and all that are going on, the hair and the makeup department, we had to cut. So we had to, and without them, who are we? And so if they're not going to be part of it, we decided we might have, I'm just kidding, guys. I'll say this. We're going to go back and we're going to be able to look at these things and add some things to it. Also, one thing we learned is, man, how wonderful Prairie Grove and, of course, Pea Ridge is tonight to help us troubleshoot getting connected to their system. They've been a blessing to us, and both places have gone bend over backwards to help us out.
Right, absolutely. Those are two really good schools and two really good athletic departments. Coach Torres over at Prairie Grove was great the other night, and he helped us on Monday night to get ready for Tuesday night, helped us again on Tuesday night. Coach Craig over here talked to us last night about it in the junior high game, and he's out of town tonight. I was still able to send him a text message, and he still responded even though he's not even here tonight to help us out. So, and when you're working with good people, it makes good things happen, and I appreciate what those guys have done to help us out.
But yeah, we're going to go back. We're going to look at a couple things. Get with Bailey, of course, Mr. Cotton with our technology department, and see. So we're not really for sure when our next broadcast on the away game. We do appreciate it, but we've got to get a couple things worked out. And then so we are going to take 2 minutes. We're going to take the next 2 minutes to take a little quick break. We'll be back with Lady Eagle basketball in just one moment.
Maybe it's because my face is so big, the microphone doesn't make it to my mouth.
Maybe.
Awesome. Testing, testing, testing.
Well, we're back, and we do thank you for your feedback as we are working through. We're working through these again on the road. You know, at home we're able to go bam bam, but on the road we don't have everything right in front of us. So thank you for the feedback. We know that Coach Preston might have been a little bit quiet on that. And I'll say this too: we're going to have some other people up here throughout this broadcast while we're here. I know Coach Preston will be interviewing someone possibly during maybe the boys' game or in between the game. I know Coach Brown, our junior high girls coach, will be up here during the boys' game. So talk a little bit junior high basketball and also what's it like being an alumni coaching at your home school. I mean, that's not easy.
Not an easy thing to do at all.
No.
And if they could not hear me during that, that's probably the best part of halftime. So that might not be too bad after all.
Well, I tell you what, we'll take about a 30-second break and we'll be right back. Sarah was listening to you. She said you sound good. I don't ever call my wife.
Hey.
I'll get you after a while.
You want to come on and talk for a few minutes in between games about? You sure? I'll get you on here for the foundation for sure. You sure?
I'll come talk to you later.
Okay, good deal. Good to see you.
You're listening to the broadcast. We're about to go live back again. We haven't started talking yet, but we're about to. Let me know how it sounds in about 2 minutes, okay?
Heather said they said that made it better, whatever you did. So.
All right, again, hey, we're trying to troubleshoot. Sorry, we're not back. I tell you what, and unfortunately, during that little hiatus of us, the Lady Blackhawks jumped up to 18-15 lead. That's number 21, Brooklyn Wynn. Her shot is off the mark.
P. Ridge came out with a hot start there, and now, like I said, it's just the same thing it's been all game. Just stay calm. Don't get yourself in too big of a hurry and make the plays.
Shot clock.
Shot clock didn't start, yeah.
And you know the clock keeper down there is doing this right here. Like, no, I'm hitting the button.
There's not much bigger panic in life than being in control of those clocks and when one of them doesn't work. Or you know for a fact you hit the button and it still didn't work. And
here comes the 2-3 trap. 2-3 trap. The 23 trap is always going to be a delayed trap because they want to catch you in the lull thinking, hey, you know what, they're setting back. But there's usually a trigger, and that time the coach started yelling, hey, get him, get him, get him. And that's what took off. Brooklyn McCartney steps out of bounds. Lady Blackhawk basketball. Great job by Maggie Ritchie right there, denying her entry.
That's a tough foul right there on Brooklyn McCartney. She was playing pretty good defense there. The girl, number 21 there for P. Ridge, that's Brooklyn Wynn. She took a drive a little bit out of control and just threw up a desperation shot and initiated some contact there and enough to get the ref to give her the call. Tough call there. That free throw's good, makes it 19-15 P. Ridge.
Inerrant pass. That little trap comes back from time to time.
It does, yeah, and that's what we talked about at the end of the first half, protecting the basketball. And
now, at some point, the referees are just going to have to let that go, Coach.
well, we had quite a bit of foul trouble in the first half, and it's going to build up quick if that continues. That's the third foul there on Maggie Foster.
Price at the line, she'll get 2 shots.
I believe Ritchie has 2, if I remember right. McCartney has 2. Foster now has 3.
Yeah, we're in foul trouble. McCartney has 3. Foster has 3. Ritchie with 2. 20-15 is your score. Boy, great pass fake.
Just getting a little ahead of herself. Her spacing wasn't great on that possession. We talked about getting the ball to the middle, and we had 2 pretty much within 5 feet, so one person could guard both of them, which opens up somebody else to go help on the ball.
Well, and that's what Coach and I think that's one thing Coach is talking about right now, specifically is ball movement. You know, if you're in the secondary, which we call the the front court, all of a sudden, as soon as that front court and the back court start seeing movement, find an open spot, get your hands up, and he's pointing it out right now. He's reminding them, guys, we've shot ourselves into this spot. We're going to shoot ourselves out of it. We're going to be all right.
Right. You could tell he was pointing at specific spots on the court. He's delivering a direct message there, and just reminding. Like I said, a lot of times you get caught up in the pressure, and pressure makes you do crazy things. And our girls know what we need to do. Just refocus here, get back into it, and attack number 24, get that 4th foul on her.
Ward. That's going to be number 15 on the rebound, Dixon. Great job by your Lady Eagles. Bollinger's in trouble.
Got to get it up, beat the 10. Ooh, that was close. We got it across, though.
Boy, great job by Ritchie. 3-point basket by Foster, no good. Dixon with the basketball on the floor right now. That's Ward. That's the one we've been talking about all broadcast long.
Got her over the back.
There's number 4. And to be honest, here's, as a coach, you have a dilemma, and you know this. You've been in that moment many times, Coach, where Richie is sitting there battling, battle. Number 24, Ward, every drop step, she leads in with a shoulder.
She's initiating that contact.
Now, had you been able to, 10-second violation, but had Richie ever just fell over one time, that's automatic foul.
Good, I got the charge out. The fan in me wanted to say they finally called the third foul on that possession.
Yes.
The announcer in me said they made a great call on that last one. But it's one of those things that, if she probably hadn't have bounced off our girls so much getting down in the paint, they might not would have called that over the back. But at some point, something has to be called. So they did a good job of picking it up there.
That's Brooklyn's 4th. Checking in is Pillow. (15) Dixon. And I'll say this, the awards, the Oscars gave out a lot of awards, and I'm going to be honest, they gave them out a week too early. I think there would be a couple of them in here that would for sure get at least on a nomination or two.
Absolutely. That didn't work right there. It didn't pan out for us, but that's the action that I like to see. We had a good cut to the basket, made a good pass. They had a defender step over and help, but that's what we're going to need there to get back into this game. Good job there breaking the press by the Lady Eagles. A lot more confident on that press break there. Good pass. Knock that in. Good job. Great pass. Foster gets the ball down to Bollinger in the corner, who drops it in to Foster, who drops it off to Pillow for the bucket there. Good execution, good ball movement. That's what we did in that first quarter. We got to get back to, and now here we have Julie Emmett here with the steal, attacking the basket, draws the foul.
Dixon on the foul. That's her first foul.
Foster was asking for that ball in the corner, gets it off the inbound
Boy.
pass, and three-pointer rolls in and out. I'm sorry, I said Foster, that's Richie.
Still working out our audio difficulties. We apologize.
We're hustling all over the court. The ball goes out on P. Ridge. 3 or 4 girls going for the ball right there, and went off the P. Ridge girl last.
1 minute, 40 seconds, 24-17. Foster wanted it. Boy, great job. Great offense.
There it is, right there in the middle. That's their soft spot, and we've hit it on the cut and now on an interior pass and turnaround shot. That's really good offense there. Back with them 5.
Number 11, Stites. Now Conkler. Blades has the basketball at this moment. 10 seconds. Going for the attack. Number 13. Price, no good. Rebound, Bollinger loses the handles. Lady Blackhawks going to take a full timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. We'll be back. Final 60 seconds of this third quarter of action. Boy, great job by Richie.
Richie steps into the passing lane there, gets a really good steal, come back down. Foster gets tied up in the corner, got a jump ball. That's going to be our ball still. 41.5 left in the third. We're down 5. This is a big possession here to try to get a bucket here to trim that lead a little bit more before we go to the fourth quarter. Strong move by Pillow, caught the ball, took a drop step into the middle of the lane, draws the foul, gets 2 free throws here.
Pillow shooting 2.
First one's off the mark a little bit, coming up for the second shot here. Second free throw's good for Pillow. Lady Eagles drop back, playing their man-to-man defense. Stites brings the ball up court. Only about a second difference in the shot clock and the game clock. Looks like P. Ridge is going to pull it out and try to get the last shot here in the third quarter. Up by 4, 15 seconds to go. Stites has the ball up near half court. Foster's guarding her. Now we're starting to see movement, 6 seconds to go. Stites again with the ball, drives to the hole. Pillow steps up the block, shots up, no good, no call. Into the third quarter.
Into the third quarter, 24-20, Lady Eagles, only down by 4, battled back. Going to be exciting final 8 minutes. Come back to P. Ridge with us. We'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, Coach, last 8 minutes. Lot of confidence building that little final, 2 minutes of that third quarter for your Lady Eagles.
We were able to cut back into that lead, and, this is a big time with Ward still on the bench. You figure she'll come back in somewhere around the 4 or 5 minute mark unless their coach feels like they don't have a choice to get her in with those 4 fouls. We talk about how important she is because the offense focused around her, but P. Ridge has done just as well. while she's been out. They've seemed to play pretty well anyways without her in there. So we just need to protect the ball, play good defense. There's a foul on Julie there. Let them shoot some of those shots like that and be in position to get that rebound. That's not a really it's a great drive, good aggressive drive, but not really a high percentage shot. So sometimes you just let those go up and be ready for that rebound.
No, you're exactly right. More times than not, you'd really rather have her shoot that ball.
Sure, yeah. When you're going in that fast and that hard and there is any type of obstacle in your way, that makes that a really difficult shot. And if you can make those consistently, you'll make a lot of money one day.
A lot of money. A lot of money to be had in the WNBA. Great job by Brooklyn. Just off the mark. Richie. Pillow.
Richie picks up her third with the push there.
Lady Eagles, we are in foul trouble. We've got Foster and Richie with 3 and McCartney with 4. Ball movement outside for the three-pointer, no good. Great block out by your Lady Eagles. Going to be a held ball, Lady Eagle basketball.
You know, that time it almost looked like the Lady Eagles did such a great job of blocking out that we forgot to go get the rebound. And that's happened a couple times. Do a great job blocking out. When the ball comes off, you have to attack that ball, though, and get it while it's in the air.
A lot of movement.
Well, we got Emmett on the backside. P. Ridge did a good job of getting back, and there's a cheap foul there on Stites.
That's only her second.
One of those she didn't mean to do it, but she sure did.
No, absolutely. Shot was tipped on the release from Richie. Boy, great job by Foster. Stites.
Going to get a warning on Stites. She touched the ball coming out of the net.
27-20, 6:15. This diamond press. The diamond press has kind of flustered us a little bit.
It's gotten us off our game a little bit.
Boy, great job by your Lady Eagles. Foster was able to prevent the basket from going in. Emmett up ahead. The pillow just missed. 27-20, 5 minutes, 38 seconds.
Hook.
No, that's at some point. At some point, if you're going to call the body, you have to acknowledge the hook, Coach.
The hook was there on that one, and didn't get that call. Got the block instead. Same move she used on the last possession, or the possession before, to come down and get the layup. Maggie did a really good job on defense and got hooked a little bit, and she was able to get in and step on her.
But you know this as well. Shot by number 21, win, no good. But you know this as well, Coach, as I was saying. Players are going to keep doing it until the officials call it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Great call by the official. Bollinger's on the floor, over to Foster. Richie's on the bottom down there in rebound position. Emmett contesting it. And Brooklyn, safety.
That's 5 on Foster there.
It's going to be number 5 on Maggie. And I'm watching that as it's transpiring. And I guess I'm not really seeing what the officials are seeing on the body blocks, because it's not impeding the dribble going to.
Right. It's come along, and there was a little bump there, but it did not, like you said, it didn't impact the play. You know, and there's been bumps all night long. Coach McCone used all 30 seconds of that 30-second period to get a sub in. Huge fan of that.
Oh, absolutely.
Make everybody think about what's going on right there, including the officials.
It's kind of the nonverbal verbal
Right.
conversation you're having with an official. Three-point basket by Dixon.
That was a big three-pointer there for P. Ridge. Dixon knocked that down, put it up to a 10-point lead with 4:23 to go.
Number 4, Emmeline Henry into the ball game. Boy, she really wanted that one, Coach. And she can shoot it. She really can.
She can. She's done really well, and there she gets her shot. Just off.
4 minutes halfway through this fourth quarter of action. That's number 4. That's Conkler. No good.
Ball rolls out of bounds. The referee says it's Huntsville ball. We're going to take a timeout.
Full timeout. 3:48, 30 to 20. We'll be back. All right, here come the Lady Eagles. Great job by Henry. Just as soon as I say that, unfortunately, just an unforced turnover.
Wynn stepped into the passing lane, anticipated that pass really well, and almost like she was able to read Emmeline's mind there and stepped right in and deflected the ball and picked it up.
Well, you know, we were just looking at the last game and trying and putting kind of comparison, Coach. Man, I'm telling you, it's almost night and day. Final score of when we played them at Huntsville was 67-56.
Night and day for both teams.
Absolutely.
Yeah, both teams.
And I'll say this, the defense by the Huntsville Lady Eagles has been stifling. I mean, that's why they're only 31.
We played really well defensively, and, you know, give credit to Pete Ridge. You know, when they came out in the second quarter and adjusted their press, adjusted their half-court defense a little bit, and it's made the difference all the difference in the world right now.
Kristen Miller checking in for the Lady Eagles. Emmett for three. There we go.
That's the shot we need right there.
23-32. That's her third of the evening. Still plenty of time left.
Still time, absolutely.
Only down 9, and as a coach with the 3-point kind of offenses that are run now, that is tight. You usually say 3 points a minute. You can make up 3 points a minute without doing anything crazy.
Sure.
And that's right where we're at. Ward with a steal. Great hustle. 4-on-1. Ritchie pulls up just off the mark. 2 minutes, 19 seconds. 34-23.
That shot not going in, that's a tough break. That was a big opportunity there. And, you just look at it right now, we need 4 shots. Depending on the type, but 4 shots can get us right back in the lead. So play good defense, get the ball, and then go score.
Fans are not happy with that call. But I think they saved their player from being fouled out.
Possibly so, yeah.
Should be a held ball right there, is what that should have been.
It could have been called twice there. That's a good fast break by P. Ridge there. Really
fundamental
good pass,
fast break.
good execution. That's about as textbook as it gets right there.
Well, and all because the officials failed to call that held ball and allowed that transition. Bollinger for 3. Just off the mark. Great job following the shot, Brooklyn. Now, of all the fouls they're going to call,
A third of the way up the court in a fast break situation with not really a whole lot of control of the ball there.
that's Wynn at the line with 1 more to shoot, 37-23.
Get that rebound. There we go. Good hustle.
Great job by Ritchie. That's one of those unforced errors where you see the play 2 or 3 seconds before it actually materializes.
Yeah.
Bollinger's looking for that transition, Coach.
Right.
And she's seeing Emmett take off, but it happened way quicker in her mind.
Right. The 2 people in that area, and she managed to hit it right in between both of them, anticipating both of them doing something different than what they did. And it just left her in a tough spot there, and the ball just went straight out of bounds.
That's number 5 for McCartney. Emmeline Henry checking in. And at the line, number 15, Dixon. I'm almost at a loss for words. The officials have done a fairly decent job until the second half, where they've let some things that they normally wouldn't have had in the first half go.
Right.
Those hooks.
That first half was called really clean, really good job there. And then this second half, it's been a little bit more inconsistent.
Now, by all means, we missed the open shots. We missed some. We've had, as Coach McCone's going to tell us, at some point, way too many unforced errors that normally we don't make.
Right.
But tonight we made them. And so it's, and this, you've told your kids 1,000 times. I always tell them, officials never cost you a game.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
Usually you can look at turnovers and free throws.
Right. You can find something that if we would have done better, it wouldn't have mattered. And that's the mindset you have to have.
But it's just but it is tough to sometimes coach whenever you see 2 different halves being called.
Well, it's hard to know what to tell your kids. You look for things that you can say, hey, you see they're calling this tonight, so we have to adjust. And if it's not consistent, then you tell your kids, I really don't know what you need to do. Hang in there.
That's it.
That's kind of what this has turned into.
Dixon gets to the hole. Foul's going to be on It's going to be on Henry, her third.
I will say this, though. I think, obviously, with 30 seconds to go, down 15, we see how this one's going to end. And I know Coach McComb's going to be disappointed, but I think if after a day or so and you talk to him, I think he's going to be pleased with the execution of their game plan, though. Yeah. I think they did a good job executing. We just didn't get enough of the offensive point execution we needed to finish this up. But in terms of, you look at that score from the first game and then look at this one, I think what they wanted to do to try to stop P. Ridge has worked as Julie hits another three.
That's going to do it here at P. Ridge. I tell you what, we were sure hoping the outcome would be a little bit different. Next broadcast, you'll see us. We will be at home against Green Forest. Will be a much needed. We've been on the road a lot, Coach, and I know there's nothing that helps get motivation, get us motivated, but also get that confidence back than playing in front of our phenomenal fans there at the AT and Georgia May Smith Activity Center.
Always good to play at home, always good to be comfortable in your surroundings and to know what to expect, and our fans always come out and do a good job of supporting us, and we're looking forward to being back at home for the varsity games on Tuesday. Junior high games on Monday night as well.
That's right. Hey, and you want to come on out. I tell you what, hopefully weather's going to be much better next week. A little bit wet, but it's going to be a lot warmer. And we want to say thank you. Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast. Thank you for your grace and all that as we're working through these bugs on the road so that we can bring you a quality broadcast in the future. Guys, I'm telling you what, outcome is not what we wanted, but our girls played hard all the way to the end.
Absolutely. Played hard, always gave it the effort, and, you know, it's disappointing to lose, and nobody feels worse than they do right now. I can guarantee you that, but you can be happy with the effort and that they put in tonight in the game.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to turn it loose here. That's going to do it for our broadcast of Lady Eagle basketball, and it's going to – now we're waiting on Prairie Grove, see how they finish tonight. If they've lost, and I believe we're still tied for fourth. If they won, then we're going to have sole possession of fifth. And every point counts right now, Coach.
Right now, it all matters.
Well, for the broadcast, I want to thank our sponsors, Farm Bureau. Thank you, Calvary Baptist Church. Thank you, Coach Preston. I'm Keith Cluthy. We will see you next week at home against Green Forest. Stay safe.